Thank you, Chairman Grimson. Excellencies, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be back in Reykjavik for the Arctic Circle Assembly, or ACA. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the launch of the ACA in 2013, and I congratulate Arctic Circle Chairman Olafur Ragnar Grimson and his team on achieving this milestone. This year is also the 10th anniversary of Singapore's observership at the Arctic Council. As we look back at Singapore's participation in and contribution to the Arctic over the past decade, including participating in every ACA, it is timely to reaffirm Singapore's interest in the Arctic and our hopes for the future of Arctic cooperation. At the global level, the Arctic plays a critical role in regulating the Earth's ecosystem. It moderates global temperatures and ensures the circulation of ocean currents. Disruptions to the Arctic can therefore upset the balance of ecosystems with far-reaching consequences on countries as distant as Singapore, which is quite literally half a world away. As the saying goes, what happens in the Arctic does not stay in the Arctic. The effects of climate change on the Arctic are well documented. Over the last 40 years, annual Arctic September sea ice has shrunk by 12.3% per decade. In the last decade alone, the pace of ice loss in the Arctic, as well as the Antarctic, has tripled. The Arctic is now warming nearly 4 times faster than the global average. For a low-lying coastal state like Singapore, climate change is an existential threat. Around 1/3 of our country is less than 5 meters above sea level, making us particularly vulnerable to sea level rise caused by melting ice caps. At the national level, Singapore has launched the Singapore Green Plan 2030, a whole-of-nation blueprint that charts out ambitious and concrete targets towards our goal of net zero emissions by 2050. This includes formulating coastal adaptation measures to address sea level rise. We have also launched a national hydrogen strategy to accelerate decarbonization in the energy, industry, maritime, and aviation sectors. We are collaborating with industry on hydrogen deployment and investing in innovations in carbon capture, utilization, and storage. Singapore is the only country in Southeast Asia to implement a broad-based carbon tax covering 80% of our greenhouse gas emissions. We plan to raise our carbon tax progressively over the next few years and further enhance the business case for the development and deployment of low-carbon solutions. While Singapore has taken decisive action to tackle problems associated with climate change, our efforts alone are not enough. After all, Singapore accounts for just 0.11% of global carbon emissions. We have therefore made it a priority to work with and support multilateral forums like the Arctic Council and the ACA to find actionable and sustainable solutions to our shared climate challenges. Through our participation in the Arctic Council working groups, we have shared Singapore's expertise and experience in areas such as the prevention of oil spills, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable energy development. We have also hosted several study visits by the Arctic Council permanent participants through the Singapore Arctic Council Permanent Participants Cooperation Package. Last year, we launched a sustainability action package that covers sustainability themes such as adaptation and resilience, green project management and financing, low-carbon development, and carbon markets. We welcome interested Arctic stakeholders to participate in these initiatives so that we can build a better and more sustainable future together. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, given the complex and cross-border nature of the problems associated with Arctic warming, multilateralism and international cooperation remain our best chance at tackling and mitigating these challenges. Singapore therefore welcomes the gradual resumption of Arctic cooperation through the Arctic Council working groups following the temporary pause introduced in March 2022. We look forward to restarting engagements with our Arctic Council partners at the earliest opportunity. On our part, Singapore will continue to draw on our experience and expertise to contribute to the important work of the Arctic Council and the ACA. The Arctic can continue to count on Singapore as a reliable friend and partner in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, once again for being with us, and we are looking forward to increasing cooperation with Singapore.
Thank you.